Tulsa, Arizona, coming off a career-high 25 against New Mexico. It's Cal and Temple, and it's coming your way next. Players have been having fun going on all the rides, including that one. Len Elmore's favorite, the Tower of Terror. Welcome to Feast Week, presented by Lowe's. It's opening round action at the Old Spice Classic, the HP Fieldhouse in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. And tonight's matchup, Temple taking on Cal. Good day of basketball here at the Old Spice Classic. BC just slipping past Texas A&M, Wisconsin beating up on Manhattan. Notre Dame and Georgia go 2 overtimes, and here we are, number 20 Temple taking on Cal. Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. John Sciambi, Len Elmore. So you're in the East end of the day. We're kind of like your piece of pie, right? Just the dessert of college basketball, finishing things off. Take a look at this matchup. Temple, 3 straight A-10 titles, and then for Cal, you're talking about a team for Mike Montgomery, youngest team he's ever had.
Well, you got 2 teams with contrasting makeups. You mentioned it. Temple ranked in the top 25, a bunch of veterans. What they're looking to do is confirm the expectations of them being in the top 25. And for Cal, 24 wins last year, but they only have 4 upperclassmen on this team, and these guys don't have the experience. So you got upperclassmen trying to fulfill those feature roles.
All right, Star Watch now, the guys we talked about. Lavoy Allen should be one of the top players in the whole conference.
Well, he's certainly Temple's most complete player. Preseason All-Atlantic 10 first team and on the all-defensive team. And when you look at Cal, Harper Camp sat out last year with a knee injury. He's playing with enthusiasm, which is contagious among young players.
All right, starting lineups now. And for Fran Dunphy and the Temple Owls, Khalif Wyatt will start. Ramon Moore, Lavoy Allen, Scooty Randall, and as well Michael Eric. And for Cal, the Golden Bears, Jorge Gutierrez, Alan Crabb, Gary Franklin, Harper Camp, and Marcuri Sanders Price. And Mike Montgomery, though, starting 2 freshmen, and really his top 2 reserves freshmen as well. Camp and Eric will jump it up, and Temple wins the tip. Owls in the black, Cal in the gold.
Bears open up in a man-to-man.
Fernandez gathers in his own miss. It's out of bounds, and it's Cal basketball.
Well, Juan Fernandez led last year, led the team in assists, steals, and 3-point field goals made. An outstanding long-range shooter. And Temple just a terrific defensive team as well.
This is Franklin, one of their prize freshmen, and Cal turns it over. Temple led by Fran Dunphy, who's in his 5th year. He is Philadelphia through and through. Played at LaSalle, was an assistant at LaSalle, then head coach at Penn, and then took over for John Chaney.
Fran is a consummate coach. Develops players, had a great success at an Ivy League school. And now it's kind of translated that here to Temple. As we say, ranked in the top 25. They need to confirm those expectations.
Crabb, one of their prize freshmen, turns it over as he slipped. And now Moore spinning, and the shot blocked by Crabb. Mike Pitts calling people together. I think what they want right now is to fix something on the court. A piece of tape has come up off the deck, as you saw Ramon Moore slip a little bit, and they brought Mike Montgomery and Fran Dunphy together.
Looks like a piece of the decal has come loose and created a hazard.
So right now they're going to try and figure out a way to handle that mid-court piece of tape, or really the logo that's down on the court. How are they going to handle that, Led?
Well, as Mike Pitts explained to us, if a guy falls or trips on that, they're not going to call a travel if he has the ball. They're going to give it back to the team. It is a hazard. It looks like, obviously, it's pretty difficult to fix. And, you know, that's that's one of the new hazards these decals present. Oftentimes when guys perspire and you get drops of perspiration on those decals, they become very slippery, but I've yet to see that where a piece of it has come up.
Looks like there's a little bit of depth to that hole even. So the crew here goes to work.
It's almost like playing in the playground, man.
Yeah.
You got the buckling concrete and, you know, all sorts of stuff. And, you know, most of the guys that have played on the playground may be accustomed to this. You just avoid that spot.
Usually you don't need the groundskeepers when you're talking about basketball. I mean, my first inclination is that they come out with some of the Diamond Dry that they use during the rain delays to sprinkle on the field and just throw it in that spot.
I'm curious, how many of these decals do you think they have? Just the one, right?
That's a great question. Well, there's the experimental rule arc that they're using for some of these tournaments. You see that here. They used it in Puerto Rico, and essentially it's something being used to help officials determine block charge. Secondary defenders, they can't establish legal guarding position inside that area. So essentially, if the second guy comes over to help, then if he's inside that cylinder, then it's going to be a block. Outside it, it'll be a charge.
Well, illegal contact inside that cylinder will certainly be a block regardless of whether the guy has established position or not. But outside of it, the defender can still establish position.
Fernandez trying to find Eric. Allen collects and then kicks to the corner.
And if you think Temple looks a little rusty, it's because they are. They haven't played since November 14th. And Fran Dunphy told us yesterday he's a little worried about how quickly his team will get into their rhythm.
Yeah, it's just one of those sort of quirky things in their schedule. They opened against Seton Hall November 12th, played Toledo November 14th, and now 11 days later, they play game number 3. Now the early lead. The feed into Allen. Dunphy would like him to be a little more selfish as a scorer. Misses that one. Rebound by Sanders Friesen.
Last couple of trips down, Cal has gone into a zone.
Camp with the putback of the Gutierrez miss.
And it's frustrated Temple on the other end in transition. You know, this young California team wants to push it up.
Steal by Franklin. Here's the freshman. Off balance, couldn't get it to go.
You can see California likes to run. You know, the Bears in the last win beat New Mexico, scored 89 points in doing so. Played outstanding defense, holding New Mexico under 40%, forced 18 turnovers, and had 7 steals. And on the offensive end, they shot over 50%. So this is a young team that should be playing with confidence and recognizing this is an opportunity for them to beat top 25 teams.
Temple is ice cold to start, 0 for 7. Fernandez, the junior from Argentina.
See the boy Allen, he swung the ball, but you got to look at the basket. You got to make yourself a threat.
Michael Eric, he puts that one home, and Temple on the board. 4-2 early on. A fourth and final quarterfinal here from the Old Spice Classic. Great game prior to this one, double overtime, and Notre Dame edges Georgia. Gutierrez can't hit. Eric taking his time. Moore off the glass and good. Ramon Moore was the 6th man of the year in the A-10 last year, and now getting a chance to start.
And Ramon Moore doesn't disappoint. Starter this year, but last year started about 4 games and scored in the 5 games and scored in double figures every one of those games. So he can flat out put it in the basket.
Franklin off the mark. Fernandez rebounds. Here come the Owls. Moore going to work, and that one knocked away as Franklin hit the deck. Gutierrez loses it momentarily. Crabb can really shoot it. Mike Montgomery says he is the best pure shooter on the team. He was California Mr. Basketball and could be the newcomer of the year in the Pac-10.
What I liked about that possession was being under control, recognizing the defense, putting it on the deck to get himself open.
Timeout on the court. Hey, there's Jameer Nelson, one of the all-time greats at St. Joe's. And, of course, the Magic with a big win over the Heat last night. Here at the Old Spice Classic, and Cal leads early.
Odor Blocker Body Wash is so powerful it can block BO for 16 hours. It's so powerful it can turn off the sun. But then it gets too cold, so it makes another sun. Double sun power! Power!
Basketball fans who want good lodging for the lowest price of any national chain need only go to Motel6.com. Book online and save a bundle. Hooray for savings. We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of the Big 12.
Hey, wanna trade? I got pudding. No way. Oh. I'm getting my lunch for a week. Get your own. Hand it over. Louie, I'm your boss. So? Awkward.
Get your own chicken marinara melt, our latest $5 foot-long sub. Fresh toasted till it bubbles in melt-tastic glory. Subway melts. Subway, eat fresh.
YP lets you do less searching and more living. YP.com. Click less, live more.
ESPN Monday Night Football, 49ers Cardinals at 8:30.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Old Spice, proud supporters of basketball fans who are watching right now and may buy our products ASAP.
Cal up early here at HP Fieldhouse. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. 15:22 to go here in the first half. Well, every stride is a victory in Run Disney events, including the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend in January. Disney's Princess Half Marathon takes place in March, and Disney's Wine and Dine Half Marathon in October. There's a race for both amateur and seasoned runners alike. For more info, check out Run Disney, ESPN WWOS.com.
So far, not necessarily a masterpiece. You know, Temple particularly missed 7 out of 9 shots, 4 turnovers. And Cal not much better, missing 4 out of 7. And they've got 3 turnovers.
Camp underneath, reverses it. 4 for Harper Camp, who redshirted last year with a bad knee.
Much better execution on that particular possession. Both of the teams now seem to be getting into rhythm.
Crabb gets it off to Gutierrez. Played mainly 2-guard last year. Way off for Sanders. Surprised he wanted the foul call.
We talk about Temple, solid defense. And just a nice job in here. California exploiting the aggressiveness. Camp getting himself in position for the nice delivery. You got to keep moving. A team's playing good defense. They want to stop you in the paint. When the help comes, you got to move.
Moore's fadeaway wouldn't go, and Camp rips down the board.
Except for that one nice hook shot by Michael Eric, Temple really content to just shoot on the perimeter instead of trying to use their size and their experience inside.
They'll get more for the foul. Temple's 2 for 11 from the floor so far.